I just want to say before this video starts, I apologize for the lighting. I know it looks like crap right now. One of my main lights is just not working right now, so I only have one. So we got to deal with what we got. You know, it is what it is. My hair looks like god awful shit, but ignore that. I'm gonna get a haircut soon. All right, so this fucking hat can come off my head. As you can see by the title of this video, we are gonna be discussing my goals for 2023 and basically goals that are starting today. I'm not just gonna put it off to next year. I'm so sick of telling myself that. I'm sure everyone can attest to this, where we get into this really weird habit to where we're like, oh, I'll put it off till next year. You know, it's like December, November, October, maybe. And you guys, you know, a lot of us out there would just be like, I'll put it off till next year. Next year, it's a fresh new year. I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? I'll stick to my goals and stuff, and you don't end up doing it. In my opinion, I've done that way too much to the point where I'm just sick of saying that. I'm starting now. So I actually, yesterday, I typed up a document, and I really wanted to make a video on it before I made any other videos, gaming related or whatever. I just wanted to make this video first. So basically in this Google Doc, we're gonna open it up here. I'm not gonna lie, for like the past, I would say for like 6, maybe not. It's weird because when this year first started off, it actually was going pretty well for me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say like, oh, this year started off garbage and stuff. No, it's as the year progressed, a lot of stuff started getting pretty terrible for me, and a lot of stuff mentally was getting exhausted for me, and there's a lot of stuff that I needed to fix because I've been so stressed lately when it comes to working, when it comes to working out, when it comes to doing stuff for YouTube. So I actually made a little document. Yeah, I just basically put down 3 goals that were really important to me that I really wanted to start doing, and doing so would provide a lot of benefits to me and actually put my life back in order. And because for a long period of time, I actually felt like I had no place. Like mentally, I felt like I wasn't doing anything productive. I wasn't, you know, just a lot of stuff I was putting off because I was afraid of it, or I just didn't feel like doing it. I felt like there was something easier I could be doing. You know what I mean? Like watching YouTube. That's what I've been doing for like every single day. That's what I've been doing. It's either playing video games or watching YouTube. Now, when you're young, that's not bad. You know what I mean? When you're still in high school, middle school, it doesn't matter. After you get done with high school though, life starts. You need to start doing shit. You know what I mean? Whether that's going to college, whether that's, and I am in college right now, but you know what I mean? I should have started a lot sooner. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff you need to start doing after high school. You know, like I said, elementary school, middle school, high school, that's all I was doing after school. After school, I would just hop on, play video games, or watch YouTube. That's literally all I did. In terms of my age now, I am 20 years old at this point. I need to start actually doing stuff productive and figuring out what I want to do for the rest of my life, figuring out just basically how to put my life back in order. Because like I said, for a good period of time, I felt like I had no place. I felt like I just wasn't being productive, and that's exactly what was happening. You know, I got overconsumed with doing shit that was easy or shit that was plain fun. You know, there's a place and time for sitting down, relaxing, having fun. Then there's also a place and time where you need to work, right? And that's something that was just not meshing well in my mind. Number one, the clear thing in my mind that I wanted to do was be more consistent on YouTube, because I love YouTube. I love this platform. I love making videos. But as you can see under that, you know what I mean? Under my number 1 goal, I have some bullet points, and that first bullet point says, take 2 hours of my day and dedicate that towards editing a video. That is my downfall when it comes to YouTube. I hate editing videos, and it's not because I did not enjoy the content that I made. It's because I have a very hard time sitting down here, concentrating on an editing program and allocating time towards that and not getting distracted. If I actually allocated time towards editing a video, I would start enjoying the editing process. So anyway, let's just get to the goals here and the bullet points that I made. So we'll start with number 1, which was be more consistent on YouTube. So my first bullet point said take 2 hours of my day and dedicate that towards editing a video. And then beneath that, I put a bullet point saying start recording at 9 a.m. and end no later than 10 a.m. Just because of my current schedule of like what goes on in my day, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the best time to record. I got nothing to worry about. I can just sit here and just make videos. So yeah, my recording times are just 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's a full hour to record, which is plenty of time for me. And then beneath that, upon finishing recording that video becomes the editing process. So I'll start editing at 10 a.m. and finish by noon. I feel like that's perfect for me. That gives me 2 hours to allocate my time towards editing a 1 hour video. I think that's plenty of time, and you know, that'll also help better me to be faster with my editing and stuff like that. And I definitely think this is going to help me start enjoying editing a lot and looking at it as just something that's, you know, fun, not something that I should be doing because, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times before, when it came to editing videos, I would just force myself to do it. I don't know why. It's so hard for me to sit down and focus on editing a video. When it comes to making the videos, that's fun. That's the funnest thing ever. You're sitting here just talking, rambling on, playing video games, whatever. But when it comes to actually editing that video, so, you know, audiences will enjoy it, so it's not too long or boring, you know, you're just keeping in the interesting parts. It's so difficult for me. So difficult. I don't know why. I hate that. But like I said, I think with this, it'll help me a lot. And then from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., I just basically gave myself an hour to figure out a title for the video that I think people would like, a thumbnail. So, you know, because thumbnails do take time, especially when you make really good thumbnails, you know what I mean, that are really eye-catching. It does take time. So I just figure out a title, thumbnail, and description. You know what I mean? All that stuff, I basically dedicated an hour towards that. Now, of course, I don't necessarily think it's going to take an hour to put all that together, but I just gave it myself like the maximum amount of time, basically. After that, I'll put my video up to YouTube and let it process, you know, HD format, standard definition, all that stuff. And then I want to hopefully have that video up by 3 p.m. And then in terms of when I'm going to upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That gives me a lot of time in between to do other stuff that I really need to do, to just stay productive. And I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday is perfect. 3 videos a week. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. 3 videos a week. So that would be that's my first point. My second one is being more consistent at working out. When I was in high school, I was actually working out a fair bit. I started working out when I was 14, actually. And you know, so that's basically 6 years, but not really. I have not been really working out consistently for 6 years. But I started when I was 14. You know what I mean? My dad, got me a bench press for my birthday. That's what I asked for. And I started working out, right? I believe I started off at 100 pounds. I was really, really small. Now, given my height, that's not terrible, right? Because during that time, I think I was like, when I was 14, I believe I was 5'2", 5'3". Fast forward 6 years now, I'm still short, but I'm 5'7", and I weigh roughly 150 pounds. So not too bad, right? Packed on 50 pounds in 6 years. That's not terrible. And it's not like it was consistent lifting either. My first bullet point was to create a workout schedule. And I always did sort of a system like push, pull, legs. And I wanted to get back to that. So yeah, my system in place was push, pull, legs. So Monday would be push, Tuesday pull, legs, and then repeat all the way till Sundays. And Sunday will be my recovery day. So push day, I just put a dumbbell bench press, shoulder press, skull crushers, and then I did push-ups until failure. I feel like this would be just a nice little burner way of just ending the workout. And I have the sets and reps listed here. Now, these are rough guidelines, okay? I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to just chase the reps and not really put in the effort of each rep. Trust me, I'm going to be going until failure, or at least 1 rep before failure. So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to do for my push day. And then the pull day is listed here. The leg day and all that stuff is listed as well. And then Sunday, like I said, is my recovery day. And I basically listed that to work out the mind. So while my muscles and stuff are recovering, I'll work out the brain. So I'm obviously gonna do that during the week, but I'm gonna, you know, Sunday is really where it's gonna be dedicated towards. So I'll read a book. I have a lot of books that I wanted to actually read, and I want to get back into reading. I also have put down like listen to an audiobook, and overall just learning something new on Sunday. And trust me, I'm not dedicating my whole Sunday to just working out my mind. That's not happening. I'm not spending all of my day doing that. You know what I mean? I'll probably spend, you know, a couple hours, you know, 1, 2, maybe 3 hours. So I put for my workout to start, I put it for 1 p.m. So I'll start at 1 p.m. and I'll end at 2 p.m. I felt like that just meshed well. So I'm getting basically the bulk of like my productive, like what I need to do to be productive, and in terms of like work, I'm doing that early in the day, you know, making YouTube videos, working out. That'll be early on in the day. I also listed like my meals and stuff like that, because diet's just as important as you exercising, right? So I actually put like just eat 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I just made sure to put like emphasis on eating healthier, because a lot of times I will like eat a breakfast or lunch, and my lunches are usually not very healthy. And my snacks too. My snacks are fucking awful. They used to not be this bad, but I also mix in 3 snacks in between those meals. And snacks are like, you know, making like a sandwich or getting a protein bar, getting a meal replacement shake, or something along those lines, something small basically to keep me going and stuff, and make sure I'm just eating, you know, properly eating. And then I put down here, drink at least a gallon of water a day. It's going to be definitely more than that, but I mean, you know, a gallon equals like 4 water bottles, so that's pretty good. You know, anywhere between that will be just fine. And then I actually put just go to sleep by at least 12 a.m. right? I have to wake up at 7 a.m. right? So that's a good amount of time. That gives me, well, 7 hours, right? 7 hours of sleep. That should be just fine. As you see below that, it says work more for DoorDash. Currently, DoorDash is my job. Food delivery in general is my job. It just, with everything that's going on right now, I have college. I have to help my sisters with school and stuff like that, taking them to and from school. So, you know, just basically helping out my parents. So I need a flexible job like DoorDash to really be able to do all that stuff. So, you know what I mean? Nothing becomes an issue. And DoorDash does pay well for what I need it for. You know what I mean? I'm not paying rent. You know, I'm still living at home. So, I mean, with my parents. So, DoorDash will just be a great source of income right now. Eventually, yes, I will be getting an actual job, because it'll help a lot. And I do want to move out eventually. You know what I mean? I don't want to be stuck at home forever. And I put in bullet points below that: work at least 4 hours a day on a weekday, so Monday through Friday, work 4 hours. And then on a weekend, I'll work 6 hours. So, and then below that, I actually listed the times. So from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. on a weekday, I will be working. So on DoorDash, 5 to 9 p.m. And then on a weekend, it'll be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then 5 to 8. That'll kind of vary depending on if because we all know, if you do DoorDash, if anyone does food delivery out there, that morning shifts are usually pretty garbage. And a lot of the money you're gonna be making, especially on weekends, is gonna come during the dinner hours. So that could vary. It could be like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 8, or like 5 to like 11 p.m. And then I listed before that, the goal on a weekday is to make at least $100. So if I'm working 4 hours, that's about $25 an hour, right? Now, of course, I would not be disappointed if I only made $80, right? My goal in general is to make at least $20 an hour, but I set my bar a little higher. I know I can make at least $25 an hour, so I put that. So $100 for 4 hours, that's pretty good. And then on a weekend, I actually put $120 for 6 hours. That's $20 an hour. We all know that. That's just the minimum I want to make, right? Aside money for taxes. Now, if you guys don't do DoorDash or food delivery services, or you're not basically an independent contractor technically, you know that you know how your taxes work if you do that. If you don't, basically, if you are self-employed, technically your taxes are a lot higher, just because you're basically doing all the tax work yourself. Usually your employer, if you're actually working for a company, will take out the taxes for you. But since you're working by yourself, you got to take out the self-employment tax and stuff like that, and your state tax, your federal tax, all that stuff. What's left, take 75% of it and put it towards savings, right? And I know people would be like, why would you put it towards savings? You can take a portion of that and put it towards investments. Right now, I'm not really worried about investing. I know it's a really, really good way of making passive income. I get it. But just simply right now, I want to learn about that stuff before I start diving into it too early. I'd rather take some time and listen to people talk about it and get a better understanding first. So maybe I can do that on Sunday instead. That'll be like savings towards my car, just in case I need any repairs on it, maintenance, because with DoorDash, you're putting mileage and obviously putting, just wear and tear on your vehicle. So savings towards that, savings towards birthdays, holidays, whatever for people, savings for games, for YouTube, parts for my computer, all that stuff, just savings in general. The 25% left out of that money, that can be used for like fun/entertainment, because you don't want to be suffering while making money. You don't want to be like taking 100% of your money that you made, after you take up taxes and stuff like that, and just putting it in savings. it's gonna get really old pretty fast. At least for me. You know, it may work for you, but for me, I would love to have that 25% to say, fuck it. I want to go out and go eat. I want to order something. I want to go out to a movie. I want to whatever. You know what I mean? So that's basically what I put for that. These are my 3 most important goals I want to keep in place. You know what I mean? Because these are gonna better me significantly, because I've spent day in and day out stressing about stuff that I shouldn't have been stressing about in the first place, because it's really not that hard. My life isn't hard. I'm not going to sit here and make it look like it's hard or seem like it is hard. It is not. My life, I've had a really great life. You know what I mean? A really, really great life that I cannot complain about. And a lot of the times the stars have aligned and things have gone well for me. You know, just mentally in my own body, I have just created excuses for myself and all that stuff, and just thought negatively, and I want to fix that. You know, I want to take all the stresses out of my life, and these 3 things would help that immensely, to just completely take out all the stress I have and repair myself and just be better. Like I said, before I made any other video, I really wanted to keep this and document it for YouTube. I feel like this would be nice as well, and feel free in the comments to list your goals right now or for 2023, however you want to slice it. I'd really, really love and enjoy reading those, you know. And if you guys stayed to the end of the video, I really appreciate it, by the way, that you guys care enough to listen about my life and listen about my goals and what I want to do. So going forward, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, expect some videos. You know what I mean? Some really nice content that I'm going to be pouring my soul into. Yeah, if you guys have stayed to the end, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you guys haven't already, like the video and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. By the way, I love y'all.